Okay, everybody, here's what I got here. I got a 2013 Dodge Challenger gauge cluster. I'm currently dealing with the EL panel. If you can look really close here, there's a crack, and that's actually causing my issue. Actually having, right now, this is for the fuel gauge. This isn't lighting up at night, so I can't see anything. If you look very closely here, you see how that's all coming apart, separating. There's actually a clear plastic layer on the outside of these EL panels that apparently comes apart on these. I talked to another YouTuber online, and he said uh, it's a common failure on these. Actually, but he has a video posted as well. I'll leave a link in the description for his original video on this. What I'm doing is I'm doing something a little bit different. They don't show one for a 2013 Dodge Challenger. The one he did, I believe, was for a 2010 Charger or Challenger car. Doing a little bit of research and going back and forth with him, he actually told me that yes, they are the same thing, they just don't list them that way. So as of right now, I got it taken apart. You can see here is this cluster that I have off here. I shoved the gauge faces back on it just to kind of see. Originally I was going to try something a little different, but he advised me that that would be way more complicated than I'm willing to deal with. I am an actual mechanic by trade, but I don't have very good electrical capabilities when it comes to looking at printed circuits and things of this nature. Sorry if you can see that. Uh, he said it's a little bit more complex than most people realize. So I'm going to forego that, and he actually listed an EL panel he was using in his video, and he says it's not recommended by the manufacturer to be plug and play, but he did it, saying that he was going to take full responsibility should it burn up the cluster or something else happen to his vehicle. My case, this is my own personal vehicle. I'm not going to be selling this or anything. I am just more trying to do this on my own. The car only has a little over 40,000 miles on it, so it's a little disappointing that the cluster backlighting went bad already. Just trying to get it out there and hopefully make this a viable solution for me. Otherwise, cluster used ones are going for anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on the quality and the ability, the ability to get the parts, whatever, however you want to phrase it. What I'm trying to do here is kind of keep this low budget. About this car, yes, it's a very decent, nice looking car. It's not a clapped out pile of junk. It's a V8 car with a 6-speed manual. So I'm not trying to uh, totally make it unobtainable for a normal person to own, which I am that person. I bought this car as a kind of we'll call it a midlife crisis car, although I'm not to the midlife crisis point in my life, if you will. It's a fun vehicle. I enjoy having it, but this is a annoying issue that needs to be taken care of. Currently ordered the part on eBay. There are several different versions depending on your application. There's anything from 140 mile an hour to 160 mile an hour speedometer things. I believe it's 160 or more. But anyway, this here, mine's a 160 speedometer since it's a V8 car. They have different versions. The company does not list what brand these EL lighted faces are. Basically, what they're giving you here is an EL backlit piece like this, but the gauge cluster is, I believe, glued or adhered, however you want to put it, to this. And the version I got is blue. The one in the video I had mentioned before, he has a red cluster. I have blue accents on my car, so I'm trying to make it tie in together a little bit better. I will have to post a follow-up video of the actual process of replacing it. This is just more of a test video for myself. I'm looking to get into doing some more YouTube videos. Currently got kind of a rinky-dink camera set up here. It's just a phone on a mocked up tripod right now. I'm trying to test it, I guess. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I know there isn't a lot going on right now, but this is my little work shed that I'm working out of, so I don't have a whole lot of room to work out of. So little projects like this are something that this shed is capable of doing. Motorcycle or lawnmowers are about the only thing that'll fit in this shed that I'm working in. So anything larger than that, I have to do outside, unfortunately, or I have a carport, which it's mainly a car and a half port, so you can't do a ton of work, and it's a dirt floor, so there's not a lot of wrenching I can do at my house. Like I said, I have a shop in town that I work at that I can do more automotive repairs, but I'm not focusing on those right now, as that is not owned by me. That's a separate business entirely that's my day job. We'll call it that. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Send me some suggestions on what things you think I should try to mess with. Like I said, this is kind of a new thing for me. I like to kind of do just random customization things like that. I do all sorts of stuff from computers to motorcycle stuff to this case gauge cluster, lawnmower things. Shoot, just kind of just you name it. I do all sorts of random little things like that. I built an arcade cabinet out of a low quality, uh, budget friendly materials that pretty much anybody can make from their stuff they have laying around the house, assuming you're kind of a, oh, what do you want to call it, a nerd, I guess would be the best way to put it. It's kind of a rinky-dink looking thing, but it's kind of neat as it's made to be transportable. It doesn't weigh 400 pounds like a traditional arcade cabinet does. It's actually based off of a Retron 5 kit. But anyway, that if you guys want to see that kind of stuff, I can always make another video on it. Anyway, leave comments. Said just trying to get started doing stuff. Appreciate you guys checking this out. I'll see you next time.